My beloved child. Do not scroll past this moment. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason you are here right now, reading this, listening to this, feeling this quiet pull in your chest that you cannot explain. Out of all the noise, all the distractions, all the random moments of your day, this found you. And deep inside, you already know. This is not ordinary. Listen carefully. Someone you never expected, has been thinking about you more than you realize. Not casually. Not lightly. But deeply. In a way that made them pause, and wonder, and finally take a step they had never taken before. They showed your photo to someone. Not just anyone. A spiritual guide. Don't skip. Because what happened next was not normal. At first, it was simple. Just a quiet moment. A question asked. A photo placed gently in front of someone who sees beyond the surface, beyond smiles, beyond appearances. And then, everything changed. The moment their eyes rested on your picture, the energy in the room shifted. Silence. A long pause. A deep breath. And then, words. Words that made the person holding your photo feel something they had never felt before. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The guide did not rush. They did not speak immediately. Because what they saw in you was not something that could be explained quickly. It was not something ordinary. It was something rare. Something powerful. Something that does not appear in everyone. And when they finally spoke, the first thing they said was, "This person." And then they stopped again. As if choosing the right words, as if understanding the weight of what they were about to reveal. Don't skip. Because this is where everything begins. This person carries something. Not just emotions. Not just thoughts. But something deeper. Something that has been growing silently inside you. Even when you didn't notice it. Even when you doubted yourself. Even when you felt lost. The guide said, "You may not see it yet, but this person is not ordinary." And the one who brought your photo felt chills. Because they never expected this. They thought they would hear something simple. Something predictable. But instead, they heard something that changed the way they see you forever. Stay with me. Don't skip. Because what they heard next is the reason you are here right now. The guide leaned forward slightly, looking at your photo again, as if trying to understand something even deeper. And then they said something that made everything quiet. They have been through more than people know. Not visible. Not obvious. But real. The kind of experiences that shape a person from the inside. The kind that change how you think, how you feel, how you see the world. And yet, you kept going. You kept moving. Even when it felt heavy. Even when no one truly understood. The guide continued. This person has a heart that feels deeply, but hides it well. And that hit harder than anything else. Because it is true, isn't it? You don't always show everything. You don't always say everything. But inside, there is a world. A depth. A quiet intensity that most people never fully see. Don't skip. Because this is only the beginning. The person who brought your photo started realizing something. They began to see you differently. Not just as someone they know, but as someone they never fully understood before. And the guide wasn't finished. Not even close. There is something about their energy. Something calm, but strong. Something soft, but unbreakable. The kind of presence that people feel, even when you say nothing. The kind of presence that stays in someone's mind, long after you leave. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. And then, the guide said something that made everything stop. They are about to enter a shift. A moment. A turning point. Something that has already started, but has not fully revealed itself yet. A change that will affect everything. Your path. Your connections. Your future. Don't skip. Because you need to hear this. The guide looked one last time at your photo. And said softly, "This person does not even realize how much is about to change. Not in a distant future. Not someday. But soon. Very soon." And the person listening felt something they could not ignore. A realization. A quiet shock. A feeling that they were standing at the edge of something important. And you. Right now. You feel it too, don't you? That subtle shift. That unexplainable feeling. That sense that something is moving, even if you cannot see it yet. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. This is not the full message. Not yet. What the guide revealed next is something you were never supposed to ignore. And in the next part, you will understand exactly why this moment found you. Don't skip. Look closely. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The moment you've been feeling, that quiet tension in your chest, that sense that something is about to unfold. It wasn't your imagination. Because what the spiritual guide said next was not small. It was not simple. It was something that made the person holding your photo completely silent. The guide slowly lifted their gaze, as if they were seeing something beyond the image, beyond the moment, beyond time itself. And then they said, "This person is being watched over in ways they don't understand. Not in a way that brings fear. Not in a way that disturbs peace. But in a way that protects, that guides, that gently moves things into place without you even realizing it. Don't skip. Because this is where everything starts to make sense." The person who brought your photo leaned in. Their heartbeat changed. Because suddenly, this was no longer just curiosity. This was something real. Something powerful. And the guide continued. "There have been moments where things could have gone wrong, but didn't. Moments where something shifted at the last second. Moments where something stopped you, delayed you, redirected you. And you may have wondered, why did that happen? But now, there is an answer. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The guide pointed gently at your photo and said, "This person is closer to something they've been waiting for than they realize. Not far. Not distant. But close. Closer than ever before. And yet, there is something inside you that still hesitates. Something that questions. Something that wonders if it's truly meant for you. Don't skip. Because what comes next will change the way you see everything." The guide paused again, and then spoke in a tone that carried weight. "They are about to receive clarity. Not confusion. Not mixed signals. But clarity. The kind that removes doubt. The kind that answers the questions you've been holding inside, without even saying them out loud. And when that clarity arrives, you will understand why things happened the way they did." The person listening felt overwhelmed. Because suddenly, everything about you felt different. Stronger. Deeper. More important than they ever imagined. And then, the guide said something that made the air feel heavier. "There is someone who feels drawn to them, but hasn't fully expressed it yet. Someone who thinks about you. Someone who notices you. Someone who feels something, but doesn't know how to say it. Or maybe, they are waiting. Waiting for the right moment. Waiting for a sign. Waiting for something to shift. Don't skip. Because this part is not random." The guide looked again. And smiled slightly. Not a big smile. But a knowing one. As if they understood something that others don't. They underestimate themselves. Those words landed deeply. Because how many times have you done that? Doubted your value. Questioned your worth. Wondered if you are enough. When in reality, you are more than enough. And you don't even see it fully yet. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The guide then leaned back, and said something that changed everything. When their moment arrives, it will feel sudden. Not slow. Not gradual. But sudden. Like a door opening without warning. Like something shifting all at once. And you will look back, and realize, it was building all along. The person holding your photo couldn't speak. Because now, this was no longer just about curiosity. This was about something real, something meaningful, something undeniable. And then, one final thing in that moment. Something the guide said very softly. But it carried the most weight of all. Tell them not to ignore the feeling they have right now. Yes. You. Right now. This feeling. This pull. This moment. It matters. Don't skip. Because this message is not finished. Not even close. What the guide revealed next is something that connects directly to your future. To a moment that is already on its way toward you. And in the next part, you will understand why everything is starting to align, right now. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. Listen carefully. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. What you're about to hear now is the part that changed everything. Not just for the person holding your photo, but for you. Because the guide did not stop there. They went deeper. Much deeper. There was a silence again, not empty, but full. As if something important was about to be revealed, something that could not be taken lightly. And then, the guide spoke in a lower, steadier voice. There is a moment coming, where everything becomes clear all at once. Not piece by piece. Not slowly. But all at once. Like a sudden realization. Like something clicking inside your mind, inside your heart, inside your life. Don't skip. Because this is where it starts to connect. The person listening leaned forward. Because now, this was no longer about curiosity. This was about timing. Your timing. The guide continued. They have been standing at the edge of this moment for a while now. Right there. So close. But not fully stepping into it yet. And not because you couldn't. But because something needed to align first. Something needed to shift. Something needed to be ready. And now. It is. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The guide looked directly at your photo again. And said something that made everything feel different. This person is about to be seen. Not ignored. Not overlooked. But seen. Truly seen. For who you are. For what you carry. For what you bring into the lives of others. And this time, it will not be subtle. It will not be quiet. It will be clear. Think about that. How many times have you felt unnoticed? How many times have you felt like people only see a part of you, but not all of you? That changes. And it changes soon. Don't skip. Because this is not a small shift. The guide's voice became even more certain. There is an energy around them right now, building. Not visible. But real. Like something preparing to break through. Like something waiting for the exact right moment to reveal itself. And when it does, it will feel undeniable. The person holding your photo felt something they couldn't ignore. Because now, they were not just hearing words. They were feeling them. And that feeling is the same one reaching you right now. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Then, the guide said something unexpected. Something that made everything pause again. They are stronger than they think, but they don't fully believe it yet. And that is the only thing that has been slowing you down. Not your ability. Not your path. Not your future. But your belief in yourself. Because once that shifts, everything shifts. Everything opens. Everything moves. Don't skip. Because this next part is something you need to hear. The guide gently placed their hand near your photo and said, "There will be a moment very soon, where they will have to choose. A decision. A step. A moment where you either move forward or stay where you are. And that moment will not feel ordinary. It will feel different. Important. Like something inside you is telling you, this is it. And when that moment comes, you must not ignore it. Because it is not random. It is not coincidence. It is the moment everything has been leading toward." The person listening finally spoke. They asked, "What happens if they take that step?" And the guide, without hesitation, answered, "Everything changes. Not in a small way. Not in a partial way. But in a real way. A noticeable way. A way that shifts your direction, your experience, your life. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you." And then, the guide added something quietly. Something that only someone truly paying attention would understand. They have already felt this coming. And that's the truth. You have felt it. Maybe not clearly. Maybe not fully. But you have felt it. That sense. That something is about to happen. That something is building. That something is different. Don't skip. Because what comes next is the final piece that ties everything together. The guide looked one last time and said, "Tell them this moment is closer than they think. Not far away. Not someday. But close. Right there. Almost within reach. And now, you are here. Hearing this. Feeling this. Understanding this. But this is not the end. Because in the next part, you will hear the one thing the guide said that changed everything completely. The one thing that connects directly to you, right now. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Hold on. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. What you are about to hear now. This was the moment everything shifted completely. The final words. The words that made the person holding your photo go completely still. The guide became very quiet. Not confused. Not unsure. But focused. As if everything they had seen, everything they had felt, was now coming together into one clear message. And then, they said it. This person is not waiting for their moment. A pause. A deep breath. And then, the moment is waiting for them. Don't skip. Because this changes everything. Read that again in your mind. Feel it. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not missing anything. What is meant for you has been moving toward you, aligning for you, preparing for you. All this time, the person listening felt chills. Because suddenly, every delay made sense. Every confusion had a reason. Every pause was not a stop. It was preparation. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The guide leaned slightly closer to your photo and said something that made everything even deeper. They think they are searching, but in truth, they are being led. Every step, every thought, every moment that felt random was not random. It was direction. Subtle, quiet, but real. And then, the guide revealed something that had never been said before. Something that connected directly to you. Right now, they are about to step into a version of themselves they have never experienced before. Not a small change. Not a slight shift. But a different level. A stronger presence. A clearer mind. A deeper confidence. Don't skip. Because this part is your turning point. The guide continued. And when that happens, people around them will notice. Not because you will try. Not because you will force it. But because it will be natural. It will be real. It will be undeniable. The person holding your photo finally understood. This was not about something far away. This was happening. Now. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. And then, one final question was asked. What should they do now? Simple. Direct. Honest. The guide closed their eyes for a brief moment. And then answered with complete certainty. Do not ignore what you feel right now. This feeling. This pull. This moment of awareness. This quiet realization building inside you. It matters. Because this is not just a message. This is a signal. A signal that you are exactly where you need to be. At exactly the right time. Don't skip. Because this next line is the one that stays with you. The guide said softly. Everything they have been waiting for is already closer than their doubts. Let that sink in. Closer than your fear. Closer than your hesitation. Closer than your questions. And suddenly, everything becomes clear. You were never far. You were never lost. You were always moving toward this moment. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Now listen carefully. Because this is your moment. Right now. Not later. Not someday. Right now. There is something inside you that already knows. Something that recognizes this. Something that feels this is not random. And that feeling is the truth. So don't ignore it. Don't push it away. Don't scroll past it. Because this moment, this exact moment, is the beginning of everything changing for you. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. And now, everything is in your hands. What you feel, what you choose, what you do next. Because the moment is no longer coming. It is here. Stay with me. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. This is the final part. The part that was never meant to be ignored. The part that connects everything, directly to you. After everything was said. After the silence. After the realization. The guide spoke one last time. Not loudly. Not dramatically. But with a certainty that could not be questioned. They are about to be remembered. Don't skip. Because this is not what you think. Not remembered as a face. Not remembered as a name. But remembered as a feeling. The way you make people feel. The way your presence stays with them. The way your energy leaves a mark, even when you say nothing. The guide explained. There are people who crossed their path, who still think about them. Moments that seemed small to you were not small to them. Words you barely remember saying. Stayed with someone. A look, a gesture, a moment. Still lives in someone's mind. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. And then, the guide revealed something unexpected. Someone who has been silent, will not stay silent for long. A shift. A movement. A moment where something unspoken becomes spoken. Where distance becomes connection. Where silence becomes clarity. Don't skip. Because this part is closer than you think. The guide looked one final time at your photo. And said, they are stepping into alignment. Everything beginning to match. Everything beginning to make sense. Everything beginning to move together. And when alignment happens, things do not struggle. They flow. They come naturally. They happen in a way that feels right. The person holding your photo finally understood. You were never ordinary in their life. You were never just another person. You were something they could not fully explain. But could never ignore. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. And then, the guide gave one final message. A message that was meant only for you. When it begins, do not doubt it. Because your first instinct will be to question it. To wonder if it is real. To ask yourself if it will last. But this time, you must not doubt. Because this time, it is real. Don't skip. Because this is your confirmation. Everything you felt building. Everything you sensed changing. Everything you could not explain. Was leading here. To this moment. To this realization. To this shift. And now, you are no longer waiting. You are no longer wondering. You are no longer searching. You are stepping into it. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. Feel that silence right now. That stillness. That awareness. That quiet knowing inside you. That is where everything begins. Not outside. Not somewhere else. But within you. And as you move forward from this moment, remember this. You were never meant to miss what is coming. You were never meant to be left behind. You were never meant to stay where you were. This is your shift. This is your moment. This is your beginning. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. And now, it has already begun.